said.
Believe in yourself, kids.
Good for you.
Believe in your convictions. Be unafraid. Be committed. Get in there and pick the team that you love and don't apologize for squat.
Wow. Thanks, Kyle Brandt. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack up that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover everything Arizona Cardinals news, conversational pieces, breaking news, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. All right, everybody, let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about, can the 2024 Arizona Cardinals potentially be a playoff team in 2024? Now, there is one host of Good Morning Football that clearly put his neck out there for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals. Now, I don't know if this is one of those things where he's literally just throwing us a bone to get us hyped up about the 2024 season. Regardless of what it was, it worked, right? It got a lot of Cardinal fans really excited about the potential of, hey, maybe this team is as good as we all think right here in the Bird Gang. Now, obviously, one of the biggest hype is that Kyler Murray will be starting this season off healthy, and a lot of Cardinal fans feel like this is going to be the time where Kyler Murray needs to prove a lot this year, right? Now, I know there's some Cardinal fans out there saying that they don't believe in this offense, they don't believe in Kyler, but here's the thing, right? If you're a Cardinals fan, I don't understand why you're even wanting to wish the downfall of this organization. Right now, what Kyler has done this last offseason was absolutely mature to the level that we have not seen, right? We've seen him do a lot of off-the-field workouts with these wide receivers, making sure that all these chemistry down with Greg Dortch, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr. was pat down to the level of, hopefully it translates into game day, right? So honestly, I respect that, and I think that regardless of where you stand, we're Cardinals fans through and through, and we want to go ahead and make sure that this offense or this team in general is as good as we all hope it's going to be. So let's talk about that, right? Now, like I mentioned before, I don't know if this was just a hot take here from Kyle Brandt. This is not the first time he's come out here and actually talked really glowing remarks about the Arizona Cardinals. Now, his confidant here, or I guess his co-host, Peter Schrager, was also, a part of this. Who's going to make it into either a wild card spot or who's going to go ahead and make a playoff run here in NFC? He's got the Cardinals nowhere near this list of 7, right? He's got the Lions finishing at 1. He's got the Rams finishing at 2. So they essentially win the NFC West. And then they got the Falcons at 3, and then the 4 Eagles. And then the wild card teams are going to be the 49ers, Seahawks, and Packers. Now, I just do not understand a world where we have so much national media hype, all these hosts of these big national media, shows out there saying that the Seahawks are going to be able to squeak their way in. Now, I get it, right? When they were supposed to be rebuilding, they continue to win, right? Whether it's 6 wins, 7 wins, they are continually not having bad years like the Cardinals, right? But one of the biggest knocks on, I just don't understand this, is they are going through a brand new coaching staff here, right? With Mike McDonald. So people seem to forget that there usually is some bumps and bruises that go along with the brand new coaching staff. Now, you could say, well, Pete Carroll, hold them back, right? And that's the reason why this offense wasn't able to get to that next level. But honestly, with a new implemented offense, a new implemented defense here, there's going to be, some things that they got to get used to. I don't understand why Seahawks are automatically slated into being like a 6th seed or even the 2nd spot as the wild card. I truly believe that the Arizona Cardinals team as an offense has enough firepower to really win a lot of games this year, right? Now, if you look at the schedule for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals, there is some very favorable games for the Cardinals to win, right? Whether you say it's the Patriots, whether you say it's the Vikings that are obviously going through a lot of injuries over there, the Panthers, the Seahawks, we usually take one from them, they take one from us, the 49ers, we always usually play them pretty hard. The only really other team that's in our division that always kind of seems to beat us is the Rams, right? And until the Cardinals can really show that they can be a Sean McVay-led Rams on a consistent basis, I don't know. I always have to kind of say that the Rams are going to beat the Cardinals, unfortunately. But there's a lot of winnable games in this season. Now, yes, do we have a tough stretch? Absolutely, right? Do we have a tough schedule? Yes, absolutely. But if you want to be a playoff team, if you want to be a serious team in the NFL, these are the teams that you're going to need to beat. So the excuses are out the window for me personally here, right? Now, to me, I don't think 6 wins is enough to call it a improvement year personally. What I'm expecting for this Arizona Cardinal organization is to go 7 wins, 8 wins. That would make me say, okay, that's good progression. What will get me super excited is obviously 9 to 10 wins. Now, I don't see the Cardinals winning more than 10 games. Now, if it happens, obviously I'm absolutely wrong, and I would obviously really love the idea that the Cardinals are making huge strides from year 1 to year 2, but honestly, right now where my expectations is I want to see no less than 7 wins. Obviously, 8 wins would be ideal. What will get me super excited is 9 to 10 wins, but honestly, right now, I think where the Cardinals are at, I think they are excelling very, very well. I know there's Arizona Cardinal fans out there saying that this is year 2 in a rebuild, but it's really kind of hard to grasp my mind about, having a year 2 in a rebuild when we got Kyler Murray saying things like, I want to win the Super Bowl. Right now, I think as Cardinal fans, we know that probably will not be attainable this year, but taking that extra next step out there, especially if Kyler Murray can stay healthy throughout the entirety of the year, getting your 7, 8, 9 wins this year and having that big jump from last year when we only had 4 wins to now, obviously, the translation into this year, right? So we've seen Cliff Kingsbury start off at 5.5 wins to 8 wins. We've seen Bruce Arians also have a jump. Ken Wisenhunt have a jump as well in year 2. So I don't expect anything different for this regime here, right? We've heard a lot of glowing remarks about loving the players and people we have in this locker room. Jonathan Gannon is very, very sold on who we have at pass rush. And now, although I don't truly, 100% believe in the idea that they're going to be the guys moving forward, Jonathan Gannon seems to be. So we're going to go ahead and allow him to cook on the defensive side of the ball, as well as Nick Rallis, and see exactly how this defense transpires. But there's really no question marks to me about the offensive side of the ball, especially when Kyler Murray is coming back fully healthy. I think this team in offense can be very, very good, especially if we lean very heavily on your James Conner, Trey Benson, and Amari DeMarcado. And then obviously your play actions and your bootlegs with Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson going to a second year, Greg Dortch. I feel like we got a very solid offense for the Cardinals. I just think that the defense, there's a lot of unknown, and it all starts with that edge position. So honestly, I don't know if I'm going to come out here and put my neck out here and say the Cardinals are going to be a playoff team, because if you really look at it, I think what you need to be a playoff team is going to be potentially 9 to 10 wins. Now, if that comes to fruition, obviously I would be super, super excited about it, but I see the Cardinals landing more somewhere around the 7, 8 to 9 wins. I feel like that would be a very acceptable jump. If we just win 6 games, that will not be good for me, honestly. I get this is year 2 of Jonathan Gannon, but honestly, I think we need to take the big, big progression steps, especially with our franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray. He's ready to win. Buda Baker's ready to win. James Conner's ready to win. So although we're hearing a lot of this noise from the outside media that nobody believes in this Cardinals organization to come out here and potentially make a playoff push, it's up to the Cardinals at the end of the day to change my opinion, to change the outside noise opinion. It's everybody in this locker room to come together and say, we can beat the Buffalo Bills, we can beat the Rams, we can beat the Lions, right? Because how sweet would it be if the Cardinals start off at 2-1, 3-0, right? Right now, people are projecting the Cardinals landing anywhere between 1 and 2 for the first 3 games of the season, and potentially going back to 500 in that 4th game versus the Commanders. But man, would it be sweet if the Cardinals started off 3-0 or 2-1. Let me know what your guys' thoughts here. Are you expecting playoffs for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals, being that we have our franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray and all the great things that he said about this offense, about not putting a limit on this Cardinals offense? Or do you think this is year 2 of Jonathan Gannon and we still need to be patient, regardless if it's a 5 to 6 win season? Let me know here in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cardinals.